Hey, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? If you can, post in the comments there to let me know if you can hear everything clearly. Loud and clear. Craig says yes. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for joining me on this month's Gwup. This is the 32nd Gwup 32. So there's a lot of a lot of Gwups floating around out there, and you know, Monday of every month, and this month has been quite busy, and I was like, should I do the Gwup today? And definitely, so can't miss it. So we're going to talk about some fingering things today. Obviously, we're going to play guitar, but just different positions that we can play on the guitar, and hopefully you have your guitar with you. You're tuned up. Again, I can't see you, I can't hear you, but I'm just going to trust that everything that you play is great. And if you haven't done so, if you look if you're watching this on Facebook, I recommend that you hop on over to YouTube and watch it there. You can find it on my website, acousticwisdom.com, which takes you to my YouTube page, and you'll see the live stream happening there. You can just jump on there. In the chat of the live stream, there's a link that's pinned to the top that has a link that goes to sheet music. You can download the PDF, and I'm looking at the chat. Okay, you can download the PDF, and it has everything that we're going to talk about today on it, in a very sort of basic way, like just enough as a reminder, like, oh yeah, that's what Kevin talked about, or I can refer to the sheet music for you, and you can take a look at that with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about playing 3 notes on a string. Okay, so like a lot of times we learn pentatonics, and pentatonic scales are generally 2 notes per string. Not always. You know, we can play 3 notes per string. It's difficult, but we can do that. But in like regular diatonic scales, major scale, minor scales, those sort of things, we can play 3 notes per string. And there are positions that our fingers are in, and if you're not used to doing these, they can be a bit of a stretch, and can be somewhat challenging. And so I wanted to kind of go over that a little bit with you guys. And so if we start up in 10th position, okay, so we're going to put our first finger, our index finger, on the 10th fret. So that's 10th position. And I'm going to play that note, which is D. That doesn't matter, but I'm just telling you. So to do 3 notes, I'm going to do first finger, third finger, and fourth finger. Okay, so index, ring, and pinky. So play this with me. I want to play up and down, da 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 da, like that. So let's do this together and feel what that's like. As if you're not used to using your pinky, this might feel a little weird, but I'm just going to go quarter notes. 1, 2, play with me, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And for now, I'm just doing all downstrokes. Let's do 2 more. Okay. Switch cameras here for you, maybe you can see a little better. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to keep the pinky and the first finger, but we're going to go first finger, second finger, pinky. Let's do the same thing with that. 1, 2, with me, and go, and... Two more. Okay. Now the next one is we're going to do a little bit of a finger stretch. Okay, so first and second again, but the second finger is going to skip a fret and go to the 12th. So you have a fret here in the middle. And then the pinky is going to come up here. So we have a fret between each one. We're not going to use the third finger for this one. Okay, same kind of idea. Also, when you do something like this, I'm playing notes consecutively up the string, right? So I'm playing all of those notes, and every time I hit another note to here, this finger stays down. Okay, I'm not lifting this up. When I go to the pinky, then both of these stay down, right? And then that way, when I go back, I can just lift the pinky, lift the second finger. Okay, let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, and go. Okay, there you go. So that's 3 different patterns there. Let's do there are 2 more that we can do. And now this one, we're going to keep the first finger and the second finger with a space in between, a fret in between, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. All right. This is usually reserved for when you play higher up on the fretboard, because the frets get closer together. And well, let's just play this. I'll talk more about that. 1, 2, with me, and go, and. Two more. And last one. Okay. Now this last one here, these are going to stay the same. Now I'm going to get a fret in between the second and third finger. So now we're not using the pinky. Let's try that. 1, 2, with me, and go. Last one. And stop. Okay. Now you're probably maybe thinking, well, what about doing 1, 3, and 4? Okay, and that's totally a viable way of playing that. But if you do that, you'll kind of feel like it's awkward in your hand. A lot of times that's reserved for sight reading music. If you're reading music, it helps to keep you in position. So let's say, oh, I don't know. Let's say if I'm doing a major scale and I do it like this. Right? If I spread out this way and do index and second, now I just jumped out of position. I'm in 6th position. Or here, I kept everything in 5th position. And that could be beneficial if you're reading music and you don't want your hand to be shifting around. You want to stay in one spot so that you don't accidentally shift and then start playing wrong notes. So I tend to not do that. Again, it's a viable way of doing it, but in real life, in regular, so it's only when I'm reading something. And so if you don't read music, then don't worry about it. Okay, so now what I was saying about playing like something like this, as opposed to doing with the pinky, if you're down here, it makes sense because you got a much bigger stretch, right? And then, so here, if I did those 3, that's like, unless you got giant hands, that's kind of stupid. But as you come up, like maybe 9th fret, maybe 10th fret, then you kind of start to drop the pinky and then and do that. So, and we're going to incorporate that into the exercise today. And if you downloaded the sheet music and you look at the first exercise thing, that where I have all of the diagrams, what we're doing is we're playing an E major scale, 3 notes fretted notes per string and doing the low E as a sort of a pedal tone on that. So if you look at the first diagram, I'm going open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, pinky. And so there's that position, 1st, 3rd, 4th finger. Okay? So now the way that I want you to do this now is we're going to go, okay? Same idea, keeping those fingers down as we ascend the string. Okay? So play that with me. Let's do that like 4 times. So 1 and 2 and 3. Go. Again. One more. Okay, now there I'm alternating my picking. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Then we skip up to the next one, and now we have index, 2nd, 4th finger position. Okay, let's try that. 1 and 2, 3. One more. Okay. Now we come up to the stretch, the pinky stretch. 1, 2, 4. Fret in between each one. Okay, play that with me. Ready, go. One more. Okay, then we shift up to the next note. Same thing with the pinky stretch. 3 and. Okay? If you hear a lot of buzzing, make sure that your fingers are up against the frets and not in the middle of the fret. Right? You want a nice clean sound. Okay? Next one, we have 1st finger, 3rd finger, 4th finger. 3 with me, and I'm sorry. I take that back. This now that we're getting higher in the fretboard, we're going to switch. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, but with the space in between the 1st and 2nd finger. Let's play that. Ready, go, and. Okay. Now we're going 1, 2, space in the middle, 3. Let's play that. Ready, and. Okay, and the last one, now we're kind of coming up, and now you might bring your thumb down. You know, don't try to keep your thumb up here because you'll never make it. You'll never make it. You can even bring your thumb up across onto the top of the fretboard if you need to. I tend to kind of push the thumb up underneath the neck when I do something like this. 1, 2, and 3. Fret in between each one. Ready, go, and. All right, so what's going to happen now, we're going to do the full exercise, and we're going to start with the first one. Okay, I'm trying to get centered in my camera here. 1, one time each one. So it's going to sound like this. Shift, 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 and then we go back down. Okay, let's play that together. Here we go. Actually, let's put a click track on here. Maybe just a slight slower tempo. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Okay, let's try that. 1 and a 2 and a 3. 1, ready, go, and. Back down. Oops. All right, so then let's do the same thing. We're going to go to the next string. Here we go. Ready, go. 5th string. All the fingerings are the same. Next string, ready, go. Next string, ready, go. Remember, try to make each note B string, ready, go. Back down. Last string, high E, and ready, go. Okay, how was that for everybody? I'm gonna make my sorry if I'm gonna make my guitar neck a little bit smaller. I'm running out of space there at the top end. Let's see, does that work? That works better. All right, so same fingerings, but rather than going up and down, we're just going to ascend each of those strings. So it's going to go, right? Then we shift. So no longer doing the triplet, they're just eighth notes, so it'll sound like this. Now when we get to the top, I want to go backwards. So we're going to play that top note twice, and we're just going to go in reverse. Okay, let's try that. Let me make this a little quicker. Let's try that. Here we go. 1, 2, ready and go. And top note twice. Let's go to the next string. Next string. G string. B string. And the last string, E string. All right, so you can work your way up in tempo. That tempo is really good for warming up. You just focusing on keeping your picking accurate, that you're working with a metronome that is falling right on that click, tick 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 tick. Making sure that each finger is right up against the fret. No buzzing, all of those things that can be and should be worked out slowly. But once you get that and you feel like you can put a little gas on it, definitely do it. Like getting the down ups in there to be. That'll be good. You know. You can even use that if you're as an improvising thing, you know. I don't know. Be creative with that. Let's go to the next thing. We've got one more thing to go over. This may be less gas is better for Craig. Yeah, it's less gas is better for everyone. You know, some people definitely try to take off too quickly. But you know, I am a firm believer in being able to crank the metronome up even for a little bit while you're practicing, even if you crash and burn. I mean, it's good to be able to just go for it, go for broke, and see what happens. Even if it's you know, you're missing strings or whatever. If you're like, oh man, I can't really get that, but so I definitely can't go. But if it's like, you know, whatever, it's like you're telling your body we need to go faster, and eventually it will. But you don't want to stay there. You don't want to keep practicing there. You can just dial it back to where you can play it accurately, and then just for little bursts, try to play things more quickly. And if you do that periodically, you'll find that your ability to play a little faster is going to increase. So this next one involves a little bit of a little bit of instruction on this. So let's go back to this camera here, and I'm going to start off in 9th position. My first finger is in the 9th fret, on the 9th fret, and it's going to be planted there. It's just going to stay there, right? But if I look at the scale, I'm playing what's called a harmonic minor scale, but it's not going to be, this finger's not going to move. The whole scale really is going to be done with the other fingers, right? So this practice is going to be picking practice, but it's also incorporating being able to hold one note still, one finger still, as other fingers move, all right? That is an essential skill of guitar playing. And so this is definitely one that you want to play slowly. But if we look at the scale, let's keep this planted, and then the scale is going to take place on the 2nd string and on the 1st string. So I'm going to go 1st finger, and just play along with me with this. We're just going to do this out of time, right? And then the pinky is going to play here, and then the pinky is going to go up 1 fret. Let's do that again. So first, and we're not playing this note yet, but I still want you to press it. And then the pinky goes up 1. Okay? And then this finger will get the next string and the pinky. Let's go back down. Pinky will get here. Pull back into the hand with the pinky. Now the index finger will bar. See how I'm kind of rolling that finger? It's going to roll. Then I get that note there. Then I come back up, right? So this roll is an interesting action, and you know, I would work on that if that feels tough for you, okay? Now with each of these notes, I'm going to play a little tremolo on this low note. So I'm going to go. Okay, so play that with me. We're just going to go, it'll be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. One more. Then we go to the next. And try to make those notes ring together as much as you can, like I'm doing. Okay, a stretch with the pinky. Okay, now this is going to get tricky because we're going to skip a string. So we go up to this note here. Okay, and with the pinky. Okay, so that's tricky because you have a downstroke on the high string. You have to skip over top of that second string and play an upstroke on that lower string. So that is a really hard move and should be practiced a lot. So you go down on a high string and up on a lower string. Very tricky. And there are ways of getting around it that are, you know, unless you're really adept at with your pinky or your picking, I would just stick with just doing alternating and getting over that down, up, over, across a string like that. Okay, so if you look at your sheet music, you can see the tab that that are laid out there, and there are a couple of phrases here. So the first phrase is going to be this. Okay, that's phrase one. Second phrase, it's going to be just almost the same. Okay. Third phrase, then we go up to that higher note. Fourth phrase, now we have just a back and forth like this. Okay, it goes right down the scale. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 1. So we got 4 phrases. I'll play it quickly. So phrase 1, phrase 2, phrase 3, phrase 4. Okay, now we're going to do this really slowly, and each time we're going to start where we are here, and then each time I repeat, I'm just going to shift everything down one position, and then we're going to keep going until we get to like maybe second fret, and you'll feel that stretch going on here too. So make sure that you don't have your thumb wrapped around the top. You have nice ergonomic position here. My thumb is generally just a little bit below the center line for this of the fretboard. It's almost like where my G string is, kind of behind there. So you can kind of see, you know, I'm not up like that. Okay. Find a good tempo here. Let's try that. We're going to be at 55. 1 and 2 and 3 and go, and stretch of the pinky. Up to the first string and back down. Now we shift it down. Letting the notes ring. Bar. shift down, and shift down, and shift down, and shift. Just a couple more. If your hand is burning, you can take a little break and then just jump right back in. Shift. Last one. Yeah, so how many of you actually made it all the way through that? It's a big toll, takes its toll on your hand, and good strength exercise. So if you only got through like maybe 1, 2, 3 of them, you know, that's fine. Like you can just mark how far you've gotten, and you know, you add another one, add another one. You can see your progress as you get through there. It's like, man, my hand's getting stronger, because there's so much about guitar like that requires strength to hold these things down, especially to hold one note down and move other things, because it's like that pressure, that constant pressure has to stay here while you're kind of bouncing around. It's not easy, and that's why I thought that this would be a good exercise for you guys. Yeah, so I wanted to, let me see if I can find it again. Where are you? I have, if you're so inclined, I have a link here that I'll put in the chat. This is a little tip jar that I have on my site. If you enjoy Gwup, you know, it's purely donational. If you like what's going on and you want to contribute to help keep this going, greatly appreciate that. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I can answer anything. I'm going to sign off here very shortly, and I'll leave the chat on for a little bit. So even though the stream's not happening, I can still see if you have a question, and I can answer you through there. Oh, let's see. I think that's about it. Lots of stuff going on musically. I'm working on a new album, and that's coming along really nicely. And I don't know when it's going to be out, but it's going to be out soon. And yeah, I'm excited to get this into people's hands because I think it's sounding really good. I'm really excited about it. If you are living in the Rockville, Maryland region, I'm going to be playing the showcase at a place called Hank Deedles. You can find that on my website. And then Friday night, I'm going to be in Gettysburg. The following week, I think I'm playing the Wolf Sanctuary in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. There's a little festival going on there that I'll be performing. So yeah, if you want to come see me live, you know, I got a schedule on my website. You can just go to the tour page and see what's going on there. And I think that's about it. Thank you, everybody, for staying on. Thank you, everybody, for watching and playing along with me and the Gwup here. So we'll see you next month, but it's each month, and I'll see you then. Thanks, everybody.